This is the WWE and AAA Worlds Collide September 12, 2025 full show results video, which takes place in Las Vegas. The show opened with its trademark grandeur. Legends like Triple H, Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, and Rey Mysterio were present alongside Maricela Pena and Dorian Roldan. Ida Cuevas delivered a stirring performance of the Mexican national anthem, while Lillian Garcia honored the USA with hers. Commentary teams were stacked, featuring Corey Graves, Konnan, and JBL in English, and Roberto Figueroa, Jose Manuel Guillen, and Marcelo Rodriguez on the Spanish broadcast. Penta welcomed the fans and fired up the crowd in celebration of Mexico's Independence Day. He declared that for the first time in AAA, he would capture the Mega Championship. No matter who holds the title, Penta promised to give his blood, sweat, and tears in the fight to bring the gold home. Then we saw a match between La Parka, Laredo Kid, Octagon Jr., and Mascarita Sagrada vs. Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wilde, Lince Dorado, and Mini Abismo Negro. The Lucha Libre Showcase delivered non-stop excitement, highlighted by La Parka's dance moves and Mascarita Sagrada's incredible skill. The crowd went wild for a series of breathtaking dives, capped by Wilde's slingshot plancha. Ultimately, Sagrada sealed the victory with a slick roll-up on Mini Abismo after clearing the apron. We see Dominik Mysterio talking trash to his father. Dirty Dom demanded that Rey Mysterio put the Mega Championship around his waist when he wins. Rey was game as a good father. Finn Balor suggested that Dom should win the title by himself without backup. The next match happened between Natty vs. Fabi Apache for the #1 contendership for the AAA Reina de Reinas Championship. Natalya brought her gritty Natty persona to the match, meeting veteran Fabi in a hard-fought contest. The two began with standing switches before colliding mid-ring, neither backing down. Natty quickly targeted Fabi's knee and showcased her technical edge with a punishing surfboard stretch. Fabi nearly snatched a win with a small package, but Natalya escaped. Regaining momentum, Fabi hit a top rope crossbody for a close 2 count and locked Natty in a guillotine while maintaining body scissors. Natalya showcased her strength, powering out with a slam before applying an ankle lock. Fabi countered with one of her own, but Natty broke free, only to get caught with a stiff boot. A tense series of reversals followed, with Fabi attempting a sharpshooter but failing to secure it. Natalya capitalized, outmaneuvering her opponent and scoring a clean pinfall in a competitive, technical battle that highlighted both women's toughness and skill. After the match, the two still wanted more of each other, but the referee was able to keep them apart. Xavier Woods was pulled from competition due to a neck injury from Penta's Mexican Destroyer and recent head surgery, risking blood clots to support Kofi Kingston. Grayson Waller stepped in as his replacement. Waller added humor, revealing that Woods is actually afraid of clowns, giving fans both a serious and comedic backstage moment before the match. The next match happened between Psycho Clown and Pagano vs. Kofi Kingston and Grayson Waller for the AAA World Tag Team Championship. Grayson Waller started the match against Psycho Clown, taking him down and briefly showing off, only for Psycho to outsmart him and scare Xavier Woods with a creepy spot outside the ring. Pagano tagged in, dominating Waller for a bit before Kingston got his chance in the action. Kingston impressed with acrobatics but was double dropkicked by Pagano and Psycho, followed by a split-legged moonsault for a near fall. Waller interfered behind the referee's back, giving Kingston an opening to regain control, tagging in and out with his partner to deliver stomps and counters. Psycho finally hot-tagged Pagano, who unleashed a flurry of offense, including impressive floor dives with Kingston and stereo corner impact moves. However, Xavier Woods distracted Pagano, allowing Psycho Clown to take control. The match reached a brutal climax as Psycho whipped Kingston and Waller with a belt, tore off part of his mask, revealing a bloody skull, and pinned Waller for the victory, and retained the titles. After the match, Vero Rodriguez began a post-match interview with the champions when the arena suddenly went dark and the Wyatt 6 music hit. The group surrounded the ring, quickly overpowering the AAA Tag Team Champions. Rowan, along with the WWE Tag Team Champions, put Pagano and Psycho Clown through tables, while Uncle Howdy struck Sister Abigail. After the devastating assault, the Wyatts seized the AAA Tag Team titles and held them high, issuing a clear and intimidating challenge to all challengers. The next match happened between Mr. Iguana and Lola Vice vs. Finn Balor and Roxanne Perez. Mixed tag rules were in effect, setting the stage for a chaotic puppet showdown between La Yesca and Demonito. The action quickly escalated when Mr. Iguana curiously peeked inside Balor's black sack, only to find it empty, a clever trap. Balor emerged from behind with Demonito, hitting a sling blade and shotgun dropkick. He attempted to climb the corner with Demonito wrapped around his neck, but Lola intervened, stopping him in his tracks. Mr. Iguana executed a stunning Iguana Rana, sending Balor outside, while the Green Man launched La Yesca on a suicide dive that collided with Demonito. He followed up with a slingshot plancha onto Balor, showcasing incredible aerial skill. The decisive moment shifted to the women. Lola fended off Raquel Rodriguez's interference and battled Roxanne. Despite a near-fall roll-up using the ropes, Lola ultimately delivered a spinning backfist, securing the hard-fought victory in a thrilling and chaotic mixed tag encounter. The next match happened between El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. vs. Dragon Lee vs. Ethan Page vs. JD McDonough for the AAA Latin American Championship. The four-way match ended in chaotic fashion, with high-impact maneuvers flying from every competitor. JD hit a Spanish fly on Dragon Lee, who kicked out. Dragon responded with a Mexican destroyer, followed by Page delivering a cutter. Wagner soared in with a flying senton, breaking up a pin. As Wagner lifted JD's legs sent Page outside the ring. Ultimately, Wagner secured the victory by pinning JD off the Wagner driver, retaining the title, and closing the match with a thrilling, high-flying finish. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Dominik Mysterio vs. El Hijo del Vikingo for the AAA Mega Championship. The crowd was electric as Dirty Dom received thunderous cheers, while the Kingo faced a mix of boos and sparse support. The match kicked off with high-energy action and shenanigans. The Kingo hit a 450 splash, but Dom kicked out, showing resilience. Chaos erupted when Finn Balor and JD McDonough ran down, attacking the Kingo. JD headbutted the Kingo, then Dom followed with a Michinoku driver. Balor tried to load Dom's mask with a foreign object, but the Kingo countered with a super kick. Dragon Lee stormed the ring to fight the scoundrels, though he was quickly outnumbered. Rey Mysterio entered with a chair, joining Dragon to chase Balor and JD to the back. The match continued with the Kingo hitting a 630 senton, and El Grande Americano controversially pulled the referee out of the ring. Dom capitalized, landing a dropkick, 619, and a frog splash, but the downed referee prevented the pin from counting initially. The Kingo fought back with a head kick and Poison Rana, trying to remove Americano's mask. EGA slid in a foreign object, allowing Dom to load his mask for a jumping headbutt and final frog splash. Dirty Dom pinned the Kingo cleanly, securing the win in the Mega Championship. He celebrated with Judgment Day and hugged El Grande Americano, cementing their dominance. Rey Mysterio, who pledged earlier in the night that he would wrap the title around his son, Dom, if he won, returned to the ring. Rey initially tried to just hand the belt to Dom, but was ordered to do what he had promised he would do. After putting the belt around Dom's waist, he was kicked out of the ring. Dominik Mysterio celebrated in the ring with the Judgment Day and El Grande Americano as the show went off air. How would you rate Worlds Collide show? Tell me in the comments, and thanks for watching.